Hello guys, my name is Christian Caballero and we're talking about the Philippine history eras. The culture of the Philippines is a combination of cultures of the East and West. Filipino identity was created primarily as a result of pre-colonial cultures, colonial influence, and foreign traders intermixing, and gradually evolving together in pre-colonial times in the Philippines was a divided set of the nation, island and tribes being ruled by their own kings, chieftains, lakans, rahas, datos, and sultans. Every nation has its own identity and some are even part of a larger empire outside of what is now the Philippines. Manila, for example, was once part of the Islamic Sultanate of Brunei, and the Sulu Archipelago was also part of the Hindu Mahapit. The advent of colonial rule in the island marked the beginning of the Philippines as an entity, a collection of Southeast Asian countries united under Spanish East Indies. The Philippines archipelago was first settled by Negritos. Today, although few in numbers, they preserve a very traditional way of life and culture. After them, the Austronesians arrived at the archipelago, the every aspect of the culture. These Austronesians engaged in trading with other, particularly in neighboring nations in maritime Southeast Asia. They also trade with the mainland Southeast Asia as well as Japan, China, and the India, subcontinent and Arabia. As a result, some of these cultures mark their influence on Filipino culture. This gradually evolved the indigenous belief system and developed into atheism, which became the dominant religion for more than a millennium. Based on my opinion, nanggaling lahat ng colonial sa iba't ibang bansa, marami siya, yung history niya na-adapt ng mga Pilipino sa ibang bansa. Hi guys, my name is Angelo Canaway. There have been proposals to establish a policy where each municipality and city will have an ordinance mandating all construction and reconstruction within such a territory to be the municipality or city. Architecture and landscaping style to preserve and conserve the country dying heritage sites which have been demolished one at a time in a fast pace due to the urbanization, culturally irresponsible development and lack of landscape and architecture vision. Such a policies are used by countries which have preserved then architecture marvels and entire cities as a whole for hundreds of years, such as Italy, France, Romania, Germany, and Spain. The proposal advocates for the usage and reinterpretation of indigenous, colonial, and modern architectural and landscaping styles that are prevalent or used to be prevalent in a given city or municipality. The proposal aims to foster a renaissance in Philippines landscaping and townscaping, especially in rural areas, which can easily be transformed into new architectural heritage towns within a 50 years time frame. Unfortunately, many such the case in Manila, where business proposal to construct structure that are not inclined with Manila architectural style have been continuously accepted, constructed by such experts, effectively destroying Manila architectural townscape one building at a time. Furthermore, the singular effective destroying Manila architecture into actually policy due to the lack of the Department of Culture. Only the city vegan has passed such an ordinance which lead on declaration as a UNESCO World Heritage Site 1999, and awarding of various recognition for the conservation and preservation. The Department of Culture, the bill was introduced Senate in January 2017 and is expected to be passed into law in late 2018 or early 2019. The bill is backed by 9 other senators from different political parties, namely Bam Aquino, Nancy Binay, Francis Escudero, Juan Subiri, Joseph Ejercito, Joel Villanueva, Sherwin Gatchalian, Risa Hontiveros, and Sunny Angara. Three counterpart bills that aim to establish Department of Culture has also been filed in the House Representative, authored by Christopher de Venencia, Evelina Escudero, and Jose Antonio S.Y. Alvarado. Nanggaling siya sa lugar na Italy, France, Romania, Germany, and Spain.
Hello, my name is Grace Maravilla and I will explain the different period on Philippine history in eras. The Spanish Empire via the viceroyalty of New Spain conquered the island between the 16th and 19th centuries, Batanes being one of the last places to be colonized in the mid-80s, resulting in Roman Catholicism to spread and dominate throughout the archipelago, influence the religion and beliefs of the natives. Then the Philippines became a U.S. territory for almost 50 years. Influence from the United States manifested in the wide U.S. of the English language, media, and the modern culture, including of present-day Philippines. Being a colony of the Spanish Empire for 333 years, the Spaniards introduced European colonial and architecture to the Philippines. Introduction for Christianity brought European churches and architecture to the Philippines.
Hello, my name is Carly B. Cervantes and I will explain you all our Philippine historic eras. Spanish Baroque architecture, called Earthquake Baroque, which are only found in the Philippines. Historic provinces such as Ilocos Norte and Ilocos Sur, Pangasinan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Cavite, Laguna, Rizal, Batangas, Quezon City, Iloilo, Negros, Cebu, Bohol, and Zamboanga del Sur. Also, boast colonial era built and in the past before the Spanish colonization. The nipa hut, bahay kubo, was the common form of housing among the native Filipinos. It is characteristic by use of simple materials such as bamboo and coconut as the main source of wood. Kogon, glass, nipa, palm leaves, and coconut fronds are used as roof thatching. Most primitive homes are built on stilts due to frequency flooding during the rainy season. Regional variation include the use of tinker and denser roof thatching in mountain areas or longer silt on coastal areas, particularly if the structure is built over water. The architecture of other indigenous people may be characteristic by an angular wooden roofs, bamboo, and piece of leafy thatching, and ornate wooden carving. The bahay na bato architecture are a variant of nipa that emerged during the colonial era.